There's an old saying, 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the watchman. Mr. Irvin George, a Sarsup farmer of Hope St. Andrew, says he was forced to take matters into his hand Monday evening. Not being in a position to give much details to a matter that remains under police investigation, he explained that the alleged robber was found on his property with a quantity of his produce. In his attempt to stop the culprit, he was attacked.
I cannot go into details. The matter is still in the hands of the police. So I can speak concerning the incident that occurred at 7 o'clock yesterday evening, who were in my property, right? And they said I had to take action to defend myself. Matter of fact, he would have gone to court, to prison, probably about 3 times. Concerning that property there.
George, who does farming on 2 parcels of lands, says his losses have been great. Last year, over 400 pounds of his sarsup was stolen and had to be dumped when the stolen quantity was recovered. He said he went as far as installing security cameras on his property as a deterrent. However, the act continued. He says for many years he had to do stakeouts through his property as well, something he says he should not have to do for what is rightfully his. It is quite disheartening, he says, for farmers to have to be dealing with this issue of predial larceny.
It's a lot of hard work, sacrifices, right? And you have to put in a lot of resources other than your labor to achieve something. Right, and it's very heartbreaking when you put a crop down or expect to get a return from something, and when you go to harvest, there is nothing left. It's very heartbreaking, and I know many farmers are going through that same problem. You hear the cry all the time.
George had some ideas that he hopes efforts can be channeled to deter perpetrators.
One of the things that should have already happened is the implementation of a stiffer penalty to deter people from such act. Right, farmers watch is one of the next thing, and more collaboration with the police and the community, sticking out in people's property every now and again, and those perpetrators would be aware, so they would stay off. That buy those produce, right? I think it's time that they find some ways and means to deal with those people, because if when the people steal those things, they cannot get sale for it, right? There's nowhere else they can go with it, so it may help.
Officers attached to the Criminal Investigation Department are conducting investigation into the shooting incident. Police say initial information suggested that an altercation occurred on the farmlands of a resident of Grand Bacolet, St. Andrew. This resulted in the property owner discharging several rounds from his licensed firearm. The accused man, whose identity remains secure since he has not been charged by police, is a resident of Kuma, St. Andrew. He received several wounds as a result of this occurrence and is warded at the General Hospital in stable condition. Chrislina John, GBN News.